My name is Marvin XFiles, and today I will be doing a movie review. And this movie is called Longlegs. This is a horror suspense movie, and the people who distribute it is a company called Neon, I believe. And my gosh, now this movie is about our main protagonist is a FBI agent named what's her name again? Lee Harker, and she has been assigned to solve these mystery before the culprit strikes again. So she's on this journey, this path. And the synopsis is pretty good. I don't want to give off too much, but our protagonist, she was okay at times, but at the end, it was like, how did that came to be about? Why not finish the job? But hey, man, our protagonist was she had some type of I want to say intuition that I was like, oh my gosh, is she connected or something? Because she seemed to be knowing a lot of things and just solving them off a rip. And and that's our main protagonist, Lee Harker. That's a weird name, but that's her name. And her character, it was okay. I felt that as the story had progressed, we really truly understood her character and her being the centerpiece of the story, and like it all begins to connect at the end. And this movie goes by chapters, and me, I really love the chapter thing, man. The chapters, I like this. I like the cinematography of this movie. I love the setting of this movie. I love in the fact that it's a rated R movie, so everybody can get it. Even adults, teenager kids, anybody can get it. I love that about this movie. And this movie, it kind of like dives in up in the supernatural elements. And once you watch this film, you'll understand what I'm talking about. I thought that it was grounded, but nah, it kind of wanders off into the into the like else realm, and like you really start to see it unfold, and like in the clues and the bits and the pieces of the clue, it kind of tags itself to religion at times, but it all intertwined. And then the thing that I got out of this is that everything have some type of evil tied to it. Even me, even you, and corruption is there up in every human being, and you can see it. Like the influence that a person can have, it can be either good or or evil. And this movie, it reminded me so much of like Alan Wake. It reminded me of Alan Wake, and and what else I say? Alan Wake, and I know it's something else. I know something else, but Alan Wake comes into mind, and Nicolas Cage character, who he was casted to play, he did a fantastic job. He reminded me of um, Heath, what's his name? God dang it, I want to get tongue tied. Of Heath Ledger. He reminded me of this character, because of his acting chops up in this movie. Hey, but Nicolas Cage, he did a great job. He acted as if that he was insane, kind of like the Joker. He was kind of just out there tuning out, and just he was psychotic, and like he had really expressed his character on screen, man. Hey, but Nicolas Cage, man, and he was a big part of this movie. Like him, he sold the role, man. He was the main attraction. So I was like, okay, cool, man. Like he's doing a great job. He was consistent, and every time he had solo time with the camera, you can see that he's just a master at work. He really showed his craftsmanship as an actor in my eyes. But Nicolas Cage, he really did that. Like he was just magnificent. He was great. He was wonderful up in this movie, and he was the best thing out of this movie. And yeah, man, this movie it was great. It was fantastic. I felt that the clues and the stories and we were like gather them up, and like he kept on leaving crumbs and crumbs and crumbs, and then you got to the food that was like, and that was the residue of the bread, and you got to the whole loaf of the bread at the end. And I thought that it was an amazing, it gotten good, man. It kept my interest through the first act, all through the movie, and like I thought that was great. It was fantastic. But Nicolas Cage, I gotta go back to him. I'm sorry. He reminded me of Mrs. Doubtfire. I was like, what's going on? And like he reminded me of a how can I say this? Dang, of a member of that community too, of the drag shows. He reminded me of that. Nicolas Cage character. I thought it was great, fantastic. Nicolas Cage, he get a round of applause. This horror suspense movie was great. It was epic, fantastic. Me, I will recommend this movie. If you like horror movies or you just need something to watch, watch Longlegs. This movie is by Neon, and like it's good. It's good. It's about solving mysteries, and it's just fantastic. And it will leave you on a long ride. And dialogue, it was this dialogue that stuck with me. It was two of them. I don't want to like I do not want to give it to you guys, but it involves a person's lifeline, and like I was like, oh snap, that was clever. Everything it did, it was up in so much clever way that, man, that you like, dang, I need to watch this. I need to see it to the end, and like I did, and like everything was rewarding, and like a Longlegs sequel will be returning. I can just tell. It didn't. I can just tell, because this is getting a lot of praise, and it deserves it. But if I have to give this movie a grade, I would give it a B, a solid B. Man, it was entertaining. It was fun. It isn't something we haven't seen before, but it's executed up in the right places, and like you really begin to like this film at the third act. It pulls it in. It's the last acre, and it really sells you on the product. I would say the second act and the third act was pretty good. In the first act, it was a start off. It was a starting point. But overall, man, in the baton, it get passed on in the first act, and the second act, and the third act, and the third act really brings it home. It really gets entertaining, and just, oh my gosh, it just gets it's mind boggling, and like creepy stuff, and everything that I heard, it even spooked me. So this is a B movie, and if it doesn't got that X, that stamp, it isn't real. It isn't authentic. My name is Marvin XFiles. Two fingers. Peace out.